Following the news, Ted Dawson Sports Scene live from the Cowboy Training Camp.
Tim Ryan back at ringside here at Harrah's in Atlantic City. Let's go to our ring announcer, Ed Darien.
From the beautiful Broadway by the Bay Theater, here at Harrah's Marina Hotel and Casino, the better people in the better Atlantic City, New Jersey, the boxing capital of the world, as Madison Square Garden Boxing presents the scheduled 10-round welterweight bout and is approved by the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board, the Honorable Larry Hazard, Senior Commissioner. In the ring at this time, the man in charge of this scheduled 10-round welterweight bout, referee Joe Cortez. And now, my good friends, introducing the principals. First, in the red corner, wearing the black trunks with the gold and red trim. He weighed in at an even 147 pounds. This fine gentleman is undefeated in 21 professional bouts, including 2 draws with 18 knockouts. He is a native of Barranquilla in Colombia, South America, and now residing in Miami, Florida. Ranked number 5 by the WBC and number 7 by the WBA. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to Harrah's Marina Hotel and Casino, Josè Bermudez. And his opponent in the blue corner, wearing the blue trunks with the white trim. He weighed in at an even 146 pounds. Now this fine young man has 49 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw with 39 knockouts. He is ranked number 1 by the IBF, number 2 by the WBC, and number 4 by the WBA. The former IBF Junior Welterweight Champion of the World from Brentwood, Long Island, New York. Here is James Buddy McGirt.
Well, the McGirt family on hand as usual, and Joe Cortez with the final instructions.
Obey my commands. Shake hands. Good luck to both of you.
Quick look at the tail of the tape as McGirt came in at 146, one under the limit of 147. Bermudez right at it. They're each 26 years of age. Bermudez, the taller man at 6 feet. New Jersey rules will apply today. 3 knockdowns, any combination of standing 8 counts or actual knockdowns would end the fight if they occur in the same round. 10-point scoring system in effect. Fighter cannot be saved by the bell, including the 10th and final round. Round number 1. Judges are Rocky Castellano from Atlantic City, Eugene Grant from Plainfield, New Jersey, Vinny Rainoni from Hackensack, New Jersey, and Bermudez in the black trunks, Buddy McGirt in blue. Bermudez trained by Amilcar Brusa, who trained the great champion Carlos Monzon, middleweight champion of the world from Argentina, and has the current featherweight champion Antonio Esparragosa, and has had many other world and Latin American champions. Very respected man, and I understand, Gil, that your record as a trainer against Brusa, not the best.
Well, that's a sore point, Tim. Actually, my record is 0-4-1. And the two of the guys, Monzon beat Emil Griffith twice and Rodrigo Valdez twice, and both of my guys were world champions.
How about the draw?
Well, that was with Tommy Bethea down here in Argentina. Now, if it was a draw in Argentina, you know who must have won the fight.
Still comes out 0-4-1, Clance.
You're right, but in the meanwhile, Bermudez is another tall guy similar to Carlos Monzon.
Bermudez from Colombia, Barranquilla, now living in Miami. And Monzon, the great champion from Argentina. Good shot by Buddy McGirt, caught Bermudez by surprise, snapped his head back.
Well, that's Buddy's forte. He sizes a guy up in that first round, tries to figure him out how it can open up the can of worms, and then all of a sudden he gets the key. But he's got a tough one to open up this time. Big, tall guy, heavy hands.
Bermudez was here early this morning at Harrah's, coming in to inspect the ring himself, got in, moved around in it, as a very professional trainer in Brusa, covering all the bases. They checked his weight carefully the last few days here in Atlantic City. He came in right at 147. Under a minute to go, round 1. And down goes Bermudez, but Joe Cortez says no, he was off balance, just lost his balance when he missed a big right hand. He tried to knock Buddy McGirt into row 10 and missed him entirely.
That was a lunging right hand, Tim. Not very, very professional.
Under 30 seconds we go in round 1. Left hook to the ear from McGirt. Final seconds of this scheduled 10-rounders first round, McGirt and Bermudez. Gets the last lick right at the bell. Into the corner, Buddy McGirt. Al Certo as manager and trainer, the main man in that corner and in the boxing life of Buddy McGirt.
Keep that right hand high. Don't back up the
Back into that first round action, watching Buddy McGirt with a good right hand, Gil.
Yes, but it didn't seem to bother Bermudez that much, Tim. He was moving back with the punch. His legs went a little bit, but I don't think he was hurt. And there he's being thrown down by Buddy McGirt when he lunged to try to catch the elusive McGirt.
Keep that right hand backing off. Keep it up.
Okay.
Al Certo with a good standard warning. When you back out of there, keep that hand up. And I'm sure he's cognizant of the longer reach of Bermudez when he's advising him to keep that guard up.
Well, you know, we mentioned that Buddy has a tough problem with this tall guy, but Bermudez also has a tough problem to try to even hit the elusive McGirt with anything. So far, he really hasn't landed a solid punch.
We're into round 2. Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy live from Atlantic City.
And there he's lunging again, Tim. He has to be able to feel McGirt with some punches.
Let's get some word from the Bermudez corner between rounds from our ringside reporter Dan Jiggets.
Well, Tim, his corner is telling him to keep his hands up and keep the right going. That's been his problem to this point. Back to you, Tim.
All right, Bermudez just spun around again by McGirt, who's so far showing speed of foot that is troubling the slower-footed Bermudez.
Until we mentioned that Bermudez has very slow hands. His hand speed just isn't there, but he has very accurate hands. But he cannot keep up with the hand speed of Buddy McGirt in exchanges, that's for sure.
Good left to the ear of Bermudez from McGirt. He was staring at his midsection and then let fly to the head.
I like the way McGirt feints. He feints with his shoulders, his head, and his feet. Not too many fighters use their feet. He takes that left foot, he steps a quick step, steps back and catches you moving in. Good, solid fighter, Buddy McGirt.
Little blood from the nose of Bermudez as McGirt's been able to get that left hand with great accuracy into the face of Bermudez, and Bermudez helping him somewhat by leaning in, as you pointed out, Gil, in an effort to try and reach McGirt. Under a minute to go, round 2. Bermudez was loaded with confidence talking about this fight. Right now, he seems a little confused and already a little frustrated by the smaller man.
That's all the feinting and the speed of Buddy McGirt.
30 seconds we go in round number 2, and a warning to McGirt to keep his punches up. He lands a left hook to the ear.
Well, Buddy followed his advice. He kept him up, hit him with a left hook in the ear. Poaching from the corner, Joe.
Coming to the end of round number 2, scheduled for 10. Bermudez and McGirt, welterweights. Round number 3, scheduled for 10, welterweights. Number 1 ranked, Buddy McGirt in blue. The number 5 ranked by the WBC, José Leonard Bermudez of Colombia in black. Through the first couple of rounds, Gil, Bermudez has been confused and I think frustrated already by the speedy McGirt.
He suddenly looks like a confused man, a man who can't solve a puzzle right now, Tim. There he's lunging again, trying to reach Buddy with the right hand. Tim, you have to set a guy up with a jab. If you can't hit him with a jab, you can't hit him with anything. And Bermudez just there he is reaching with that right hand again.
McGirt calmly countering those lunges with sharp left jabs that brought some blood to the nose of Bermudez in round 2.
You know, Buddy McGirt has been in with so much better competition than Bermudez, Tim, and it's showing here. Look at those feints. You just have to watch Buddy. He's tying this guy up in knots just with his feints. Look at those feints. There
And he lands that right hand. It's definitely his most dangerous punch, and it's because of all of those things that you've just described, Gil. He sets the guy up and then he wings that overhand right.
He's feinting all the time. Just keeps. He's a little bit out of the other guy's punching range, and he's the shorter guy, but he knows just when to move in.
There's a left uppercut lead by Bermudez, and that's his best punch so far.
It's probably his first punch so far, Tim.
And again, a right hand from McGirt scores.
Buddy feinting there and step back, Tim.
Well, that's it. He's not afraid to lead with that right after he does all that feinting. He doesn't necessarily throw the jab, so it's a double confusing piece of strategy. Good combination by McGirt, left and right.
Right now, this is a boxing clinic.
Right hand again by McGirt. And it did counter to the body.
The hardest punch that Bermudez threw so far in the fight. Counter to the body, right hand.
Under 30 seconds to go. Round number 3. Scheduled 10-rounder. Coming to the end of the 3rd round. Live from Atlantic City on CBS Sports Sunday.
Before I even consider taking a medicine, I have to feel good about it. So before I switched from Tylenol to Advil, I did my homework. I found that doctors have recommended Advil over 50 million times, and that over 100 million people have tried it. That includes me. And you know, 2 Advil work better on my really tough headaches than 2 extra-strength Tylenol. Hey, I don't take just any medicine, but I do take Advil. Advil, advanced medicine for pain.
When it comes to brake repairs, some places give you a guesstimate. Midas gives you an estimate in writing, a thorough inspection, then a price that's right. At Midas, we do brake work, not guesswork. Nobody beats Midas. Nobody.
You know, summer heat can wreak havoc on house paint, so choose Weather Beater.
Come to Sears Summer National Paint Sale. We've reduced our Weather Beater flat finish paint to just $11.76.
So see you at Sears.
Sale ends July 28th. Hurry.
Round number 4 scheduled for 10, and an unhappy Bermudez corner telling their man to get busier. They liked the look of that left uppercut, Gil. That was the only real solid punch he landed.
And Tim, I noticed at the end of the last round that Bermudez was starting to jab across his body. And if he does that, he's going to get hit on the chin with a right hand counter. Can't jab across. There he just did it again.
Now McGirt answers with an uppercut of his own in that exchange. Bermudez trying to get closer, and McGirt is willing at this moment to stand there with him.
Buddy doesn't have to stay on the ropes, Tim. One place he shouldn't be.
Bermudez getting a chance here to land some shots only because McGirt is standing still. Just a little overconfidence on Buddy's start. He got off to such a good start through the first 3 rounds, Gil.
I just you can't figure these guys out, Tim. Why would he do a thing like that? He was completely outboxing Bermudez. Bermudez couldn't even find him. And he just stayed on the ropes and allowed Bermudez to land some punches. Maybe Bermudez will get his confidence back.
I think there's no question of that. I think it's evident now. Bermudez looks more confident. Good combination by McGirt there, and that shook Bermudez, the right hand. He's in a little trouble. McGirt knows it. There's another shot, buckled his knees, and another right hand.
And Bermudez ties him up, which is the only thing to do.
He's still in some difficulty, and McGirt drives him into the ropes.
Bermudez is game, though, Tim. He did throw a left hook back. He's badly hurt, fighting on instinct alone. Low blow by Buddy McGirt.
Under a minute to go in this 4th round.
And you can see Bermudez trying to fire back, Tim.
And Bermudez just missed an overhand right of his own, but it was so slow, McGirt was able to pull back.
Well, he is a slow puncher, Tim, but usually very accurate. Not in this fight. Too much of an elusive target for Buddy McGirt.
Legs still look a little shaky, but he does seem to have himself back together, so McGirt unable to follow up.
Again, he's jabbing across his body, Tim. When he does that, he drops that left hand and leaves himself wide open for right hands on the chin.
Well, McGirt kind of let Bermudez back into the fight early in the round and then wound up nearly putting him away. McGirt pounding from the ropes. Final seconds of the 4th. Another right hand. Bermudez struggling to stay on his feet. Blood from the nose again. Following José Leonard Bermudez back to his corner. His manager quickly in there, Tuto Zabala from Miami, along with the ring physician checking his condition.
Let's take a look at Buddy McGirt operating. There's left hook, right hand, and another left hook. But no, you notice the way he keeps his balance, Buddy. That way he can throw those punches. Doesn't let it all hang out with one punch. He's on you all the time.
That was the staggering right hand at the end of that combination of punches.
Now watch that balance. Look at Buddy's balance.
Bermudez, you can see, struggling to stay on his feet, did manage to stay up. There was no knockdown. Let's go to Dan Jiggets over in the Bermudez corner.
Tim, right now in the Bermudez corner, they're telling him to breathe through his mouth because his nose is blocked up. Of course, that's because of the damage that Buddy McGirt has done to him. Back to you.
Well, he's having trouble breathing because he's got a few cobwebs in his head as well, I think, Dan, after that 4th round. That was a strong one for McGirt after a slow start in that round. We had given McGirt the first 3 rounds.
Well, Bermudez doesn't lack courage, Tim. He's still walking in there trying to throw punches.
And he lands 2 left hands in a row. Round 5 scheduled for 10.
Al Cerdo just shouted to Buddy McGirt, don't stay in there, buddy. And when Buddy just stays out of the Bermudez punching range is when he does well. He makes Bermudez reach and then he counters.
Bermudez 19-0-2, ranked number 5 by the WBC, number 7 in the world by the WBA. McGirt is 1-2-5 among the 3 organizations. IBF number 1.
And Tim, out of those 19 wins, 18 have been knockouts. So we know that Bermudez has heavy hands. Buddy's looking for that one big shot again, Tim. Look how elusive McGirt is. He spins the guy around, makes him miss. Consummate professional.
Consummate professional in every aspect of his career, too. Gil, in all of the storm really started by his manager, Al Cerdo, this past week about McGirt being ignored in the title shots. McGirt just saying, hey, I'll fight whoever's there. Just put him in front of me. He's not complaining. He's patient.
Well, that's what he's been doing, Tim, and they just signaled me from Buddy McGirt's corner that he has hurt his left arm. Bicep, I believe it is. Well, let's watch and see if Buddy has to fight with one hand or two.
Well, we'll get Dan Jiggets over on that case for us. Under a minute to go in round number 5.
So far, Buddy hasn't used that left hand since they mentioned to me that he has hurt the hand. There's the right hand. Right on the butt. And Bermudez is still standing there.
Right hand just grazed Bermudez and pulled back from that one just in time.
Well, that's because Bermudez jabs across his body and drops that left hand. Leaves himself wide open for the right hand.
Under 30 seconds to go in the 5th.
You see Buddy's just about fighting with one hand now, Tim.
Bermudez landed a right hand that time. And McGirt gets one of his own in the final seconds of the 5th, and Bermudez in some trouble again. Into round number 5. Well, coming up later today, the final round of the Ameritech Senior Open. Let's go to Pat Summerall for a report.
Grand Traverse Resorts in Traverse City, Michigan, the upper part of the state, and a beautiful part of the country. Temperature 75 degrees. The weather is taken, or appears to be taking, a turn for the worse. Possible thunderstorms in the forecast. This is 18 yesterday. 60-year-old Don January for the outright lead. And with that birdie, he took it. Today, however, a different story. Chichi Rodriguez came roaring out of the box. He is 10 under. Dave Hill has moved to 8, so January is now in 3rd place. That's 7 under. Rodriguez then the leader. Now back to Sports Sunday.
Chichi, gotta love that Chichi. Let's go quickly to Dan Jiggets and see what's going on in the McGirt corner. Dan?
Tim, over in the McGirt corner, they were rubbing his arm, his upper arm, his bicep, like he had a cramp in it, so perhaps that was the reason why he was only throwing the right in that last round.
Yeah, they said his left bicep apparently was bothering him, and as you saw as well, Dan, they were really working on it, giving him a severe massage between rounds. We're into the 6th round.
Well, Timmy did pretty good with just one hand that last round.
We've given every round on our cards to Buddy McGirt, and he had Bermudez in some trouble in the 4th and then again late in the 5th. There have been no knockdowns.
He makes Bermudez look so amateurish, Tim.
Good right by McGirt. Flush to the face. The nose already sore. Bermudez leading from it back in the 2nd round. Well, Tuto Zabala, the manager of Bermudez, said, my fighter's in excellent shape. He was in the gym 2 days after his win over Maisonette. If we don't win here today, there'll be no excuses. McGirt would be the better man, but they believed that Bermudez was going to be the better man. And the McGirt crowd comes alive, enjoying this performance by the #1 ranked Buddy McGirt. McGirt landing that right hand at will, Gil.
One thing that's happening now, though, Tim, when McGirt does throw that right hand, Bermudez immediately counters with his own right hand. So it's becoming a little dangerous for Buddy to reach with that right hand.
Good left landed by Bermudez. Under a minute to go, round 6. We talked about Bermudez getting a little frustrated early on. McGirt may be as well, because he had the guy in trouble in the 4th and again late in the 5th, but there he is still standing.
And throwing punches back, Tim.
Like that combination. A little bit short, but nonetheless backing up McGirt. Under 30 seconds we go on the 6th. The right hand landed by McGirt. Treat to watch the timing of his punches when he chooses to throw them.
It is beautiful. It's just beautiful to watch. Just sets the guy up so beautifully and has the perfect timing.
Final seconds of the 6th round. McGirt banging to the body.
If I had a Z, it'd be silly.
Round number 7, Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy live from Harrah's Marina Casino and Hotel in Atlantic City.
And Tim Bermudez came out of his corner like he was shot from a gun. Looks like he really wants to get into it now.
Had a better round in the 6th. His best of the fight.
There's those slow punches of Bermudez, but you notice how accurate they are when he does throw them.
Now McGirt making Bermudez follow him around the ring, using his feet again. And Bermudez caught him that time with a good combination on the ropes.
Right hand was probably the best punch he landed in the entire fight.
Good short right hand inside from Bermudez. McGirt again standing there, giving Bermudez the opportunity. Just missed with a right. So McGirt kind of going into a little walkabout again as he did back in the 5th round.
Well, he came out of it in the 5th round, Tim, and he came out of it blazing. Let's see what happens now.
And Bermudez, yes, working that body and getting some points.
Landing those heavy punches, Tim. Heavy-handed man.
Right hand lead by Bermudez lands. Now McGirt willing to stay close and go toe-to-toe with Bermudez. It appears to me Bermudez starting to grow in confidence here, even though he hasn't been able to dominate McGirt.
Well, he's landed more punches in this round, Tim, than he probably did in the entire fight.
Under a minute to go in the 7th.
Buddy must have some trick up his sleeve, Tim. I just don't know why he's fighting this round this way. Shouldn't be tired. See Bermudez moving around that time, Tim. That's that physical strength. We knew he had that.
Under 30 seconds we go in the 7th round. Best round of the fight for Bermudez, mainly because McGirt's been willing to stand there and let Bermudez get into the action. End of round 7. Bermudez driving McGirt to the ropes.
There's something new coming to you from Budweiser. And if the label turns your head, wait till you taste it. New Bud Dry. The first beer cold filtered for smooth draft taste and dry brewed for no aftertaste. So if you're looking for smooth taste with no aftertaste, turn here. Try Bud Dry.
Round number 8, Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy watching Buddy McGirt and José Leonard Bermudez from Colombia. Best round of the fight for Bermudez, the 7th. We've given all of the others to McGirt on our unofficial card with the possible exception of a close 6th round. But they were working again on the left bicep of McGirt. And he looked a little tired to me between rounds, Gil.
Looked a little tired to me too, Tim, but his trainer, Al Soto, said, stay at a distance, stay stay off the ropes. You don't have to maul with this guy. Guy's a very strong guy.
Well, and that's what McGirt was doing in the 7th round to Bermudez's advantage.
Buddy's going to have to nail Bermudez with another couple of good solid punches, Tim. Because Bermudez is growing in confidence, and he's really chasing Buddy, putting a lot of pressure on him now. And if, in fact, McGirt is a little tired, it could be an interesting finish.
Bermudez was in serious difficulty back in the 4th round, did not go down, but looked like he was about to a couple of times, and then was rocked again late in the 5th. But here he is rallying well.
And McGirt just doesn't seem to be looking to throw any home run balls now, Tim. He hasn't really thrown a real... That's what I've been waiting for him to do. Try to nail him with that big right hand again, but he doesn't even seem to be attempting it. Bermudez is actually running after him now. Now, Buddy should be countering back when he makes this guy miss. There he tried that quick combination and missed. You see a fighter learn as a fight goes on. Bermudez has actually learned. He's learned a lot from McGirt. If he doesn't win a fight, he's going to pick up a lot of experience.
Of course, McGirt has had more fights and has been in against a lot tougher opposition than Bermudez has at this point in his career. He's 19-0-2 as Bermudez. Buddy McGirt, 49-2-1. Although they are each 25 years of age. Under a minute, down to the 40-second mark in this 8th round. Bermudez has been doing the stalking. McGirt now counter-punching here late in the round. McGirt, following his corner's instructions, has stayed away from Bermudez.
But he has to go in and out the way he did earlier in the fight. He just can't stay away.
Landed the right hand there. Final seconds of the 8th.
Who's this?
Round number 9, and a little consternation in the corner of McGirt. Al Serto, normally a cool customer, unless he gets riled, a little upset during that break, and so there is some concern on the part of the McGirt corner. Of course, as we said at the beginning here, he's one fight away literally from the title opportunities, ranked number 1 by the IBF. Talks are apparently underway with Simon Brown, the champion. A lot at risk here. On our cards, we gave him the first 5 for sure, probably round 6. But Bermudez has come on in 7 and 8.
The Buddy is just, he hasn't been punching with bad intentions for the last couple of rounds, Tim. It's hard for him to stay on the perimeter the way he had done earlier in the fight, but then he has to move in with those quick combinations, which he has stopped doing. Hasn't landed a real good hard punch in the last 2 rounds.
Again, they were icing his left bicep between rounds. Apparently still bothering him to some degree. So it would appear that Bermudez still needs a knockout to win this fight, but he's going after it, but a lot more zeal. And more confidence. Uppercut landed by McGirt, and that stopped Bermudez in his tracks. He's holding on.
Shaking his head, Tim, trying to get those cobwebs out.
Perfectly timed right uppercut from McGirt. Missing with the uppercut and with the overhand right. Got nothing in that exchange. Under a minute to go, round 8. Round 9, pardon me, 9th round.
Bermudez is certainly a tough guy to discourage, though, Tim. He's trying all the time. And Buddy is back to being the elusive Buddy McGirt again, but I'd still like to see a few more combinations.
Under 30 seconds we go in the 9th round.
Nice combination inside by McGirt.
Coming to the end of the 9th as McGirt lands a right and another right hand. Buddy McGirt back to his corner. Bermudez did most of the work in the round, but the best punches were landed by Buddy McGirt, and the judges may well score it that way, as does Gil Clancy at this very moment.
Buddy, all right? Last round, bud. Sit up straight. Come on, you know, give me back. 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
El último round ha tocado el guante.
Hay que echarle bola a Bermúdez, coño, el último round, no que vamos.
Dame eso. Golpealo, Bermúdez,
Pero en el cuerpo, pisado.
You're looking into the corner of Bermudez. Let's go to Dan Jiggets, who's nearby.
Tim over here in the Bermudez corner, they're telling him he's valiant, he's got the courage that he needs. Keep throwing the combinations, 2 and 3 punch combinations, going to the body, down below. That's where they think they're going to get him at.
That's young Tuto Zavala. His father's also been involved in boxing promotion. He's the manager of Bermudez and trying to pump up his fighter. We would have to say it's quite clear, Gil, that Bermudez needs a knockout to win, even though he has rallied well since round 6.
Well, that's my scorecard, Tim.
Final round. This important welterweight bout. Number 1 ranked Buddy McGirt against number 5 ranked Josè Bermudez from Colombia. Chance to remind you, we'll be back with heavyweight action August 5th here on CBS Sports. Ray Mercer and Bert Cooper will be with us then, boxing fans.
Well, again, Buddy's moving around, but he just isn't throwing any punches, Tim.
Bermudez trying to get close enough to land that home run shot. Movement of McGirt still creating some problems for him.
McGirt makes it very tough on himself when he doesn't throw any punches, Tim, because Bermudez comes at him like a freight train. He's got to nail him with a couple of punches, slow him down a little bit. Bermudez miss, he should counter, jump in and counter, but he's content to just have Bermudez miss.
Under a minute to go in the fight. McGirt, when he's gone the distance, been forced to, is 9-1 in that department. Bermudez, after a draw, the only time he went the distance. He's knocked out 18 of his opponents.
Yeah, he's not used to hanging around with the computers, Tim. Bermudez isn't. He knows if he wins. The other guy's on the deck.
Coming to the end of the fight. And that's it. James Buddy McGirt and Josè Bermudez. 10 rounds. Tough action here in Atlantic City. We'll be back with the decision in just a moment.
CBS Sports Sunday is sponsored by Budweiser. With that clean, crisp, cold taste, this Bud's for you. Sears Weather Beater, the paint that lasts a long, long time. And by MCI, let us show you.
Back live in Atlantic City, let's get the decision from Ed Darien.
From Harrah's Marina Hotel and Casino, the better people in the better Atlantic City, New Jersey. The scoring by points as follows. Judge Rocky Castellani observed the fight 96-93. Judge Eugene Grant, he watched it at 98-92. And Judge Vinny Rainoni, he scored 99-91. For the winner by unanimous decision, James Buddy McGirt.
All right, Buddy McGirt has won the decision here, and what started out as a reasonably easy fight for him turned into a little bit of a difficult finish. Buddy, congratulations, another victory. You were at some risk again, hoping for that title fight. Al Certo upset you, haven't had your chance yet, and here you are in against a very dangerous, somewhat unknown guy.
Well, I give all praise to Josè Bermudez. Fought a very tough fight, and he came on strong. They had the injury to my left arm in the 3rd round.
What happened? It looks like it's very badly swollen.
Yeah, and after that, I was no more good. Luckily that my manager Al Certo got me in condition to go to 10 rounds because he picked the pressure up. But I had no feeling in it.
Is this a former injury or a new one?
I never had it before, but whoever has it, I pity him because it's painful.
It hurts. Well, obviously it had some effect because Bermudez did come on from round 6 through 9, but you had all of the stuff you needed to pull out another victory. Now, is there a title fight next? Will you try to make that Al Certo, or would you take another fight while you wait again?
Well, first of all, they're going to look in the grab bag and see if there's any more King Kongs out there for us to fight. You got 3 champions out there. If they come up with enough money, we'll find any one of them.
Okay, congratulations, Buddy McGirt. For Gil Clancy and the rest of our gang, that's it from Atlantic City.
Why?